Men's 4x100-meter relay final, last event on the track at the 2025 World Athletics Championships. Announced 620,000 fans attended the 9 days of competition, and going to get a treat here as Team USA and their quartet get in their final warm-ups. Saw Christian Coleman, Kenny Bednarek, Courtney Lindsay, and oh yes, the 200-meter champion, 4 times over, equaling Usain Bolt, Noah Lyles.
So on the women's side for the U.S., you had all 4 teammates and training partners. The U.S. men will have 3, Coleman, Bednarek, and Lindsay, but they all train in Orlando, Florida.
First squad on the outside lane will be from Germany: Wagner, Schulte, Ansa, and Ansa Perpa.
Their best finish at Worlds was 4th twice in 2013 and in London 2015. Excuse me, that was Beijing World Championships in 2015.
Netherlands in 8, Ekpo, Burnett, Mo Oyok, and Afrifa.
Their only medal in this event at Worlds is in 2003. They didn't get out of the heats in the Paris Olympics, and they did not finish at the 2023 Worlds.
Already with a World Championship record gold medal haul, Team USA tries to add another with Coleman, Bednarek, Lindsay, and Lyles.
The USA hasn't won an Olympic medal in this event since '04, but at the World Championships, they've actually been very consistent. They've been on the podium 5 of the last 6 outdoor Worlds.
Gonna look good in the semi-final. Fusini, Azamati, Amoa, and Saminu.
In my film study last night, the only team that passed the baton in the heat better than Ghana was this team, the reigning Olympic champions, Canada, who will start in lane 5. They were world champions in Eugene 2022. And of course, Olympic champions last summer. They'll be anchored by Andre de Grasse.
The crowd getting into it here as they welcome 4 of their heroes: Hioki, Yanagita, Kiru, and Uzawa, as they also get the baton around a track very well.
They have bronze medals in this meet from 2017 and 2019. Bronzes. Australia's in 3. They have not won a medal at Worlds since they won the bronze in 2001.
And then France on the inside.
Real track and field fans will remember that with the exception of the US and Jamaica, France was the one that had the world record. That was 37.79, set back in 1990.
Well, I have a bold prediction.
Go ahead.
Jamaica's not winning.
Well, Jamaica's not here.
Yes, they dropped the baton in the heats.
I'll tell you what, everybody is in danger of Canada. That's all I'll say, because when I went back and looked at how they ran yesterday, their passing is flawless. So no, they don't have a bunch of finalists from the individual sprints. But this is not just about your speed. It's about your baton passing. And the reason Canada are the reigning Olympic champs, and the reason why they have been on the podium so consistently, is because of how consistently they pass the baton.
And the rain continues to fall. We saw the women having some issues with those baton pass. See what happens here for the men in the 4x100-meter relay final. Here we go, last race of these championships. Christian Coleman in the United States in 7, Canada in the middle of the track in 5.
And man, that was the problem pass last year. No problems this year. The United States in the driver's seat, but Canada is within reach.
And some problems for the USA on that second exchange. Canada in the middle of the track as they set up for the anchor leg. Noah Lyles, USA.
37:30, not a bad time at all. I thought the championship record was very safe, but they got close to it. 37:29 now officially That's the 5th fastest 4x1 ever run that you just saw. And there is Noah Lyle's mom enjoying it. She's watched her son get the 200-meter gold, the 100 bronze, and anchor the U.S. home. Listen, that's as good as Canada could have run today. I told you there would be a threat. They're always a threat because of how well they pass. The United States just had a little bit more speed on their individual legs, and look at the joy as the Netherlands celebrate their national record, 37.81. The Japanese could only manage 6th.
So Noah Lyles brings home bronze in the 100, gold in the 200, and a gold here in Tokyo in the 4x100 meter relay. As Canada a little frustrated, you know, they were the team to beat. But getting the baton in the hand of that man at the end of a race gives you a pretty good chance to be at the finish line first.
And I have to tell you, all credit to Christian Coleman, Kenny Bednarek, and the coaching staff of USA Track and Field, because the one pass that I was worried about was Coleman to this guy Kung Fu Kenny, and it was just about perfect in the heat of battle. So as they did last year, the men and women of the United States get to celebrate. Here's a look at that pass. Coleman coming in. This time Bednarek waits on the pass. That's about as good as you can pass the baton in a high-pressure final, and Coleman knows it, and that's why he put his hand into the air. So the United States was in the lead here. Look at Canada in the red coming into view in lane 5. This was the pass that the United States had a little bit of trouble with. Bednarek to Courtney Lindsay, but the stick kept going around the track, and now you talk about an ace. You have the 200-meter world champion and the man who simply is the king of the home straightaway, Noah Lyles. Maybe a few years ago, this would have been a better fight, but DeGrasse has already won 6 Olympic medals for Canada. That's the best he was going to do against the 200-meter world champion. So the United States starting to amass the world championship goals in a row now. The task, though, is to get it right at home in 3 years in Los Angeles, where they have not won the 4x1 since the year 2000. That would be the team including Maurice Green and John Drummond.
Well, 16 world titles for the United States through the end of the track portion of the program. And that is a new world championship record in this 20th edition. And as this begins the journey towards Los Angeles, as you point out, Otto, it's the kind of number and the kind of total that gives you some belief that they're heading in the right direction.
And remember, the United States changed coaches after the 2004 games, a move that was questioned by a lot of people, including myself. Well, they've come out here and won both 4x1s, won the women's 4x4, and it really took a Herculean effort by Botswana to deny them the 4x4 gold. So they almost swept both 4x1 and 4x4s, men and women.
And then a quick comment on this stat looking ahead to LA. In these championships of the 41 individual events that have been contested so far, 30 of them have been won by a new world champion.
And that's a sign of a healthy sport. Oh, you won the Olympics last year? Guess what? It means absolutely nothing this year. The youngsters are pushing up from underneath. Melissa Jefferson-Wooden getting 2 world titles for the very first time ever. And that's before we talk about more established people like Sydney McLaughlin-Lavroni and Noah Lyles.